Okay, so I think we should get started. I'm just going to make some noise to make sure that everybody who is still outside in the lobby can get in and get seated. Yeah, it looks like everyone's here. Well, I hope everybody had a good lunch and got to talk to some of the speakers, and I hope you enjoyed your chocolate milk. Woo! Chocolate milk. Everybody loves chocolate milk. I like how excited people get from such a small thing, and it's just like true joy in chocolate milk. Yeah, love it. So our next talk is a cooperative endeavor between a traveling sound guy and an explorative designer, and I really don't know what to expect, really. So please welcome Mathiesen Kvale and Tim Garbos on Expecting the Unexpected.
Yay. Hey, good morning. Hi. So, we didn't really expect to be here, as it says there. So my name's Tim. I looked at the program yesterday and had a workshop, and then I also saw my name on this talk, which is really nice. But Martin did ask me a few days ago if I could help out with something, but it will be time to look at it. I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, I was asked a few days ago if I wanted to have a talk a bit unexpectedly, but it would be on a different day than our workshop. So I said yes, but then I also checked a few days ago and it was on the same day. So it was certainly an unexpected thing. So in this nature of circumstances, it kind of made sense to just go with the flow. And I wanted to invite my friend Tim, who is certainly unexpected at most times, but consistently so. I'm more like a random, unexpected kind of person. So together, I think we got a good fit for this talk.
Yes, this is us. We took the picture upstairs by all the really nice drawings. So, let's see. We are pretty much going to talk about this. We're going to talk about different unexpected things, unexpected gameplay, unexpected project turns, unexpected people. That's us, maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe some unexpected games.
But first we need to tune the room because it's a little bit off. Could we just divide the room into 3 parts? So basically, on this side, you are one group, and you guys are one group, and you're one group, right? So I want everyone to have a different tone. So you do like a okay, and it goes all the way up there. You do ha, no, wait, sorry, ha, ha, ha. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, ha, 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 ha. Okay, we're ready.
Okay. Yeah, the audio is better now.
Yes. Sounds great.
So, I think I really like unexpected things and expectations in gameplay because people always expect something, and then sometimes you deliver that, and sometimes you deliver something a little bit different, and I really like that. So I made a game about that once, and I'm gonna play that. Now we should have audio. The game is called It Ain't Over Till the Fat Lady Sings, and we're just gonna play it here in the browser. Little bit, I can turn up the volume here. Yes. Okay. It was raining cats and dogs. Okay, I'm gonna give it to him. That was the talk. Thank you. Let's see. I just put in more games. They're good for entertaining people. So this is also just fucking with your expectations just a tiny bit. So this is called Breakout. The trick is it's a ball, you need to hit that thing, but you don't control the ball, you control the room. Yes. Let's continue. So, I really like these tiny, unexpected things. And then I made a game sort of very much about that. And I showed it to a bunch of people who went to this workshop yesterday, but now more people can see it. It's not done yet. It's called What the Golf. The trick is, I think golf is really, really boring. And it's just like, yeah, you golf, boring. And then you can like look at the ball, and it's like, yeah, okay, you can do that. But like, oh, come on, yes. So who is it that actually golfs? And now, yeah.
People golf.
People golf. But at the beginning, it sort of looks like almost a normal golf game, and people think they're gonna shoot the ball. They're not. And then you think about that, and then you just make a lot more weird golf games. A lot of golf games. Golf is also about hole-in-one. Oh, yes, there. It's a hole, you have to get it into the one. Yeah, a goal in one, same. Soccer, that's also a ball, who knows, it's golf. So expectations, they're a big part of gameplay. And it's a lot of fun. And you can also just like change the perspective, make 2D golf. Why only one ball? Portals. This is a rubber ball. Sticky. Spider-Man golf-ish. Yeah, space. Oh, old platformers also, golf games. And that was me talking about unexpected gameplay.
Yeah, is there any questions?
Yes.
Yeah, anyone? Yes, in the back there? Yes?
Yes.
So, hey, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
This morning?
Yes.
Nothing.
Correct. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So,
basically, quite often projects don't end up where they start. And with Among the Sleep, which is a game I worked on, it certainly was the case. In the beginning of the production, it was actually more of an RPG game where you leveled up your teddy bear to shoot fireballs at monkeys who were jumping down from trees. It was more like an adventure game in a sense, and there was it would have been a very different game if we hadn't basically changed quite where it started.
absolutely.
Huh? Huh? Yeah, it's a good picture.
Oh yeah. I put this one in because Martin makes audio, so I thought he could tell me something about this.
I'm speechless. I'm clueless and soundless. But
maybe it reminds you of something. I don't know.
It does remind me of this one thing that my mom used to talk about. She told me this story every time we went up to the mountain, and I actually don't remember the story, but I remember kind of like it went something like this. I mean, she couldn't speak, so she had to interpretive whistle. We didn't have a good communication going.
Yeah, so I'm also working on a game that's called Keyboard Sports. And it's sort of this fantastic adventure game about using the keyboard. But it didn't start there. It started as a sports game, sort of with concept drawings like this and this. Then it sort of turned into something like this. This is the first GIF of a volleyball game we were making for the keyboard. Keyboard volleyball. And then sort of got this pitch going on. And we were actually making this game. We just had no idea that it wasn't a sports game until way later when we made it into an adventure game where you walk around on the keyboard. That is now the game we are now making. We basically changed everything but the keyboard and the character. So anything can change in games. And I'm also making a golf game. I showed something, but it started as something else. This was the first golf game I think I made a prototype with Martin, who's sitting here. And it was Golf versus Evil, the dark holes of mini golf. And I'm just going to open it here. Yeah, that happens a lot. So the thing about golf games is they get a little bit boring if you don't have enemies. Yeah. So that was one golf game. That was really interesting, and I really liked this. So we actually started working on it, but it didn't take long before I made another golf game. This time you're a car, and it's sort of Hook, but it's the same concept. So I made a racing game, and it worked really well. So I thought this is going to be the golf game I'm making. It's really nice. We're also not making that one. Then I made another golf game. Actually, almost by accident, I put the golf script on the wrong object, and it looked like this. And that it was a bit unexpected. It happened, and then I tried to put it on all the things, and then we sort of got this golf all the things. And that felt really good. So, but that's also not really the golf game we're making. In the end, we ended up with What the Golf, which is a bit different. But projects change. They never really start or end up where you plan them to. Sort of works like this.
This is also indicative for most projects and also most deadlines. You start out with a goal, and it may seem very close. Years later, like D-pad and Owlboy, you're still running.
Yeah, I tried to find a GIF of a deadline, but imagine this one is chasing a deadline. This is pretty much game developers.
It's a bit unexpected, but I'd say it's pretty good.
Yeah, you want to get there, but also a bit Yeah. Yeah, so any questions?
Yeah. Anyone? Oh, okay. Let's do another tuning, because maybe you can't quite hear us. Maybe there's something weird. Okay. Ha ha ha. Ha. It actually sounds pretty good. I don't understand why no one's want to answer any questions.
No, maybe we got some developers we can ask if they
Yeah.
tried something unexpected.
Is there any developers out there in the audience specifically? Yes. You do? One of you? Either? Yeah?
Yeah, you need the microphone.
Yes, you need a microphone. We have a microphone person, right?
Somewhere.
Yeah? Oh, that's...
Oh, yeah, you got one, yes.
Yes, hello. Could you please tell us about something unexpected that's happened during your games? And also, which games would that be?
Or something unexpected always happens during game development, of course, and the different courses you have to take and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to focus on an unexpected problem. And in our instance, it was we were very happy that we had created sort of it was Tesla grad, and we had done a lot of Unity already has a physical engine, of course, but we had done a little bit of our own physics because we had added on a lot of magnetism. We're really happy that we got the actual mathematics of magnetism in there in 2D, but still it worked properly with an object being completely magnetic across its entire surface. It was nice. It worked on everything in PC. And then we were very happy to be able to go to consoles, and we discovered that consoles don't really have a math co-processor, so everything has to run on the CPU. And yeah, we just had to go right back to the project and figure out how in the world do we do this over. We were so happy with the math already, so we just had to go back and refigure out everything. It's like sometimes you get those kind of surprises, and in our case, it was actually a surprise after the game was finished.
Yeah, it's always a bit ugly with surprises sometimes. Deadlines, especially, I feel, is the hardest one when it comes to games. It's we was going to show an image of games who had exceeded their deadlines, but that's every game. So it would have taken a long time, and that's unexpected, but it's not really funny, so we skipped that.
There's a big list on Steam under games.
But otherwise in games, there's working with games also led us to meet a lot of unexpected people. When it comes to that, especially I did work on a game called Gunner. That was unexpected.
Yes, I didn't show Martin the slides. No, we had this one first, Martin, I'm sorry.
Oh yes, actually there was an unexpected thing. Because many years ago, Baby Martin was sitting in his office and heard about this game jam in Gothenburg. I live in Oslo. So I thought it was already kind of happened the last week, and it was this week, and it was starting in a few hours, so I checked that there was a bus, and there was, and I jumped down and basically went to Gothenburg and made an erotic VR game. Like erotic as artsy erotic, opening of flowers, slowly entering a canyon, like a running stream, a fountain or something like that, and a lot of like nice sensual sounds. And next to that,
that's basically how we met. We started working on an erotic VR game with a mutual friend.
Yeah.
But it's a jam. We had a lot of time, so on the side we made another game that turned into a game called Progress to 100. Which we made. It's also got a lot of unexpected things.
It's a little bit erotic as well, as you see, like hidden pleasures.
And then we've basically been working together since on various projects for years now.
Yeah, quite a few years.
We never finished the VR erotic thing.
No, it's out there somewhere.
Yeah. And then you get your story.
Ah, thank you. Also, many years ago, I was heading to another place in Sweden, and I saw this friend of mine who was going to the same place, and he was from Australia. So if you go to the next page, you can see us having this interaction, that he's going to the same place as me, and I'm happy about that, and we are both glad. What I don't realize is that it's a guy who I don't know. He just has a similar avatar and a similar nonsensical name. So at some point I'm standing there talking to him, and I realized very quickly that that's not my friend, because he's in front of me now and it's much easier to see. And that was unexpected, but he was also a very nice guy. So we kept in contact, and soon forward till October the 3rd, 2015. I was having dinner with a good friend of mine. He started drinking a little bit early, I think. So after dinner he was passed out drunk, which was very boring. I basically left his apartment and kind of took out my phone and checked Twitter. And I saw this little GIF, which is not a GIF right here, but it's basically a GIF of... it's basically one of the first GIFs from this. And I basically kind of, I know a couple of good sounds. Can I please go home and I'll be home in 20 minutes. I'm going to make a few sounds from these. And yeah, that's how we started working on this game that became Gunner. So a lot of these kind of weird, a little bit nonsensical, drunken misfortunes led to a very cool game collaboration, just like erotic VR games and progress games.
Yes, and that's also sort of you guys, girls and everyone. You're here at this conference. That's usually where you meet people and start making new things.
Yeah, look around you.
So how many of you started a new game project with another person here at the conference the past 2 days? Not good enough.
Yeah, you should remedy that. There's going to be a party tonight, and by tonight we want these people to come back tomorrow morning. We're going to be here, and just at least four hands, right?
It's Thursday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Maybe we need to ask some more people some things.
Yeah, is
We
there
have
any
plenty
more?
of time.
Especially developers is good, of course.
Yeah. Anyone who tried something unexpected while making a game or something else?
Hands.
Anyone?
We're very short on developers today, I think. Oh yeah, we had one, but you guys had your hand up earlier, but no? I guess fine. Yeah, I mean, that's also a bit unexpected, but it's also fine. But
Yeah, I think we're a little bit ahead of time even, so we have that's good. We have plenty of time.
Yeah.
So we discussed what we should do for the ending of this talk. It's a little bit tricky because it sort of needed to be unexpected, but you would also sort of expect the unexpected, I think. So I think we came up with something completely different.
Yeah.
It's not really unexpected games, and it's not really us, and we're not really gonna talk about game development.
No.
So
Not at all.
we found a person who plays games, and he's gonna just come up and talk about how he plays games, and then our talk is sort of over, but it sort of continues into another talk.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this means I have to go down because this person is called Martin, and we can only have one Martin on stage. It's regulations.
Yeah,
Fire hazard, I think.
yeah. So we're gonna swap Martin.
Yep.
Can we do that?
Can we swap Martin?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yep. You?
I'm at 3:30.
No.
No, I'm now.
We put
Yeah.
in your thing.
Yeah. We're a bit early. So
You can swap microphones.
Yeah. Should we do?
Yes.
I need that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be the best.
Can you put this on your face?
You put it on my face.
No. You put it on your face.
Okay.
You can maybe.
Hello. Hey, I'm Martin. This was unexpected.
We asked him half an hour ago.
Yeah, that's plenty of time to prepare something. Do I have slides somewhere? That one. Let's try that.
Yes.
Okay, hi. I'm Martin. I play games in very unexpected ways. And one of those is Dark Souls. So now I'll tell you a tale of self-imposed weird challenges. And it was all inspired by weird people playing games in unexpected ways. This guy played Zelda blindfolded, which was really, really hard and took him a very long time, but he made it through the whole game with a bag on his head while streaming on Twitch. There's also lots of people kind of speedrunning games or trying to do it really fast or do it with like really low level or limited resources, but I wanted to do something kind of different. I like the idea of a bag over my head, but Dark Souls 3 with a bag on my head, that seemed a little steep, so I wanted something else. Dark Souls 3, for people who don't know it, is like a third-person action game where you kill really large enemies. And it's notorious for being quite difficult. So my challenge became playing it legless. So for my rule set, it meant no left analog stick. And for you who has played the game, will know that the left analog stick is used for all movement in the game. So walking forwards or running or anything would be out. So you do stuff like this normally, there'll be running. That's out. Can't do that anymore. There'll be stuff like rolling, which is, if you've played Dark Souls, this is like the primary action you do in the game. Most of the time you just roll like crazy to not die, because everything wants to kill you in this world. But this means that to do a roll, you use the left stick and the action button, or the dodge button. So since I had no stick, rolling is also out. Is this even possible? So where's this gonna go? Maybe I'll be stuck right where I start, and it will go absolutely nowhere. Let's try. So this is the start of the game. It's gonna be tough, this one. So what can I do? So I start clicking all the buttons. I can punch. This is getting me somewhere, right? I'm going forward. This is good. This is good. This is good. I'm hitting the dodge button. Okay, rolling is out because no stick, but the dodge button does mean I jump backwards. Okay, so now I have like one axis of movement. So how do I go sideways? How about punching a wall? That'll get me sideways. So if you get it to a collider and it's kind of sloped, then you can punch it and go sideways. And similarly, if you like dodge into it, you can also go sideways. So it's like, okay, now I have a little bit of movement around here. Like this is getting places. It's still really hard to navigate around. Then I found out that you can target enemies. That's like the white dot up there. So that's me targeting the enemy. And as you can see, he rotates, right? Great. So now what more could I ask for? I think I got everything now. Maybe. And I kind of fought my way through the starting area and beat these guys, and it was really tricky. You had to kind of line up your rotation correctly after fighting them and stuff. And then I came to the first impossible challenge. 5 minutes or so into the game. Well, it took me, an hour, but it was this. It was the dreaded corner, and I could see the sunlight coming from right up there. Glory and promises. But there was no way around this impossible corner. I could not turn. I tried to click all the buttons and do all of the special attacks in hope that there would be like a glitch in the game that offset me like a pixel or something. But none of it. It was very tight. You were dead set, focused on one axis. So I thought this was maybe the end, and I kind of left it for a week or two. And then I come up with something new. A new hero arose. This is the thief class, I think. And my trick there was that I found out the thief starts with a bow. So I returned to the game, played as a thief, played back to the dreaded corner, but now I had my bow, and I thought I might have a solution for this dreaded corner. So when you have the bow, if you two-hand the bow, you can zoom into first-person mode, and then with the right stick, very important, because left stick out, remember, I can go into the aim mode, I can aim ever so slightly left. Bam! Jackpot! Yeah, so now I have a way to turn. I can just aim with the bow, rotate, and then I have a new angle. Yeah! First checkpoint. This is going places. So I was quite happy with that, and again I felt, okay, maybe nothing can stop me now. Except everything can stop me now. So I died a lot, because it turns out they really want to get you, and I try and kind of dodge backwards, but they're really fast and they just murder me. So I needed new tricks. So then I found these weapon arts, which are like special moves you can do with your attack. So on the left here, that's like the war cry of the axe, where you get super strong and give extra attack. And on the right, you have like a ice sword, which is like some fancy swirling moves. And what do I get with a dagger? So the dagger was my weapon if I was the thief, which I needed to be because I needed the bow. So I get a dagger. What do I get with the dagger? I don't get an attack. I get this weird golem-looking jump. It's like, okay, that's neat. That's faster than punching the air, so that's already good. We're already getting places. It also turns out that you're invincible right when you do this little golem jump. So now they can suck it. Now I have a move. Boom. Haha. So here we have a combination where I'm like golem jumping forward and then targeting him to rotate and golem jumping towards him and slashing him. It's like, yep. Next up was a problem of resources. So this golem jump quickly became favorite way to travel, except it cost mana points, mana. So I didn't have infinite golem jumps, and they were really neat, and I needed them in very specific places because I needed them to dodge the attacks, basically, because I couldn't move out of the way. So how does... Oh, that's too fast. How do I avoid using this golem jump while traveling all the way to the end? So it turned out you can do the backwards jump was okay, the dodge jump was okay without using resources. So all I did was like, okay, which way do I want to go? Pick out the bow, aim the opposite direction of where I wanted to go, and then do this through the whole area, right? And then I arrive at whatever my location is with full mana, and I'm ready to, face challenges with full-on golem style. And then I reached the second boss. The first boss was not too bad, so we'll skip him for now. I reached the second boss in the game, and people I was talking with before, it took a while to get there. It took several hours and a couple of evenings and stuff to get there, and people were saying, like, you're gonna get wrecked by the first, or the second boss. This guy, Vort, he's gonna mess you up so poorly. He's so fast, and this dodging is not gonna save you. So this is the guy. It's very, very huge. But luckily, it turns out, I can golem right under his stomach. He doesn't have anything on me. And now, to conclude, I will show a short video. Window. Mouse window. Oh. Help me, Tim, help me. That one.
No.
Woo!
It was that one.
Yeah.
Window. Okay, but... Whoop.
Bigot, do we have audio?
Yes. Just gonna...
We're starting out. Oh yeah, I found these. Yeah, I could do these 180 switches as well with the bow to aim. Oh, that guy down there is big. I want to avoid him. So I'll chill here for a bit. Do a 180. Wait for that guy. He has a really big axe. You don't want to mess with him. Yeah, I found a shield here. That helped a lot. A while later. That was all I had.
Yes. Microphone. Yeah. No, I think that's it. That was the unexpected talk. Any questions? Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.